Hey y'all, we're here at the Memphis KOA and we're winging it!
Woo, we got it.
In RV life, you never know who you're going to be parked next to. And when we pulled in here at the Memphis KOA, you will not believe, but right next door to us, you probably know these folks, are Mark and Sue from our journey in Myles. So this Winging It is all about their journey. Stay tuned.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Stacy.
I'm Tom and we're RV Texas, y'all.
We are native Texans and full-time RVers who are all about exploring the great state of Texas and beyond, one campground at a time. We're on a mission to experience life, not just live it, and we're bringing you along for the fun.
2018, we sold our house, our business, and got rid of most everything we owned to hit the road and see America. Our home is a 33-foot RV named Freedom. We installed an extreme solar and lithium setup, so now we can just about live anywhere with our dog Star and our cat Astro.
Every day is a new adventure, so join us as we RV America, y'all.
Okay, by the way, this is episode 100 of Winging It. That's
Wow.
kind of amazing.
And
The confetti, yeah.
I can't ask for a better couple to be doing it with.
This is nice. And what an honor to be here. Seriously.
We set it up, you just didn't really
Yeah, we knew we'd
We've
be
been
here.
stalking
We
you.
KOA, are they going to be there yet? Okay.
So before we really jump in, let's quickly review the rules of Winging It. We set the timer on my phone since we're with friends. For 15 minutes, we talk about the topic, which is Mark and Sue.
Yeah.
And when the timer goes off, we wrap things up. This is completely unedited, unscripted, and
you get what you get.
So, 15
This might
minutes.
be dangerous.
15 minutes on the clock. We're winging it.
Okay, so I got to say this. They literally have blindsided us that this is going to be somehow about us, which is funny because when we were sitting in our rig this morning, I'm thinking, what do I want to talk about? You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about how much we love when subscribers that we don't know come up to us and actually know way more about us than we know about them.
Yeah.
But because we're in the business and because I was literally editing when you guys pulled up, I was facing the opposite way, facing that way because that's the way my desk is, and Sue heard this ruckus pulling in, you know?
Well, I on the side of my vision, I said to Mark, wow, that is a pretty red rig.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh my God, I think it's RV Texas, y'all. And he jumped out, he's like, oh, it is.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, you know, I gotta put my pants on. I had to get, well, you get the best video editing when you're in your underwear, you know. So I'm getting all excited, and I did what every single person does wrong. I didn't even wait for you guys to get out of travel mode. I'm all over there, and you have a very distinctive look with the platinum hair flowing. And I looked inside, sure enough, it was Charleston Heston and Moses driving. Okay. That's them, we were very excited.
That's crazy. And just as we got to thinking about it, there hasn't been any other couple that we've come along in the full-time journey that's been more aligned with us than them, because we've almost full-time the same amount of time.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah,
and
we were 2018.
and then we both have Newmars, diesel pushers. They have a Dutch Star, we have a New Air. I mean, those are like right beside each other in the lineup of Newmars.
Yeah,
and
brother and sister, but which one's the sister?
I don't know. I mean, you're catching me off. But we also do this journey, and we're both on YouTube and stuff. So it's a different kind of journey than
And our
most of
channels
us.
are about the same size.
They're almost the exact same size.
Yeah,
I
plus
mean,
we get the same mileage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we determined that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we have a lot in common. Last night we talked forever until we just froze our butt off.
Yeah.
It
Really
is a
got-
little chilly here.
Yeah.
Got a little. You see that we're covered up a little
Little
bit. This morning it's still chilly, but no, it was a great conversation with y'all
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
But for the folks on our channel that don't know your channel, first of all, it's your journey and mine.
Our
journey
Journey
and
and
mine.
Miles.
And
But-
Myles is our motorhome, MYLES. So
Yeah,
a
which
little
I-
play with words.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that makes so much sense. They're journeying in that RV, and that RV's named Myles, so the name is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My advice to people, if they're ever going to have a YouTube channel, is think long and hard about your name. Because, you know, like your name really translates into being able to do a lot of different things. And we talked a little bit about how if you truly love what you're doing, you have to have a passion to be doing this and sharing with your audience. Otherwise, real quickly, it will turn into a 40-hour-a-week job, because that's typically what every video takes.
Right.
But if you love what you're doing, I'm already looking ahead. Like, you know, the day that we won't be able to travel for health reasons or whatever, we're still going to want a YouTube channel. And when I'm putzing around my house fixing a lawnmower, our journey in Miles isn't going to translate very well.
That's
So
true.
we're not sure what we're going to do. But I can tell you that if I can keep Sue and myself interested in this, this is a long-term endeavor.
Oh, yeah.
We love the engagement with the
Yeah.
audience, and,
Yes.
and we just love this whole process.
And while we were visiting last night, some other folks happened to be passing
Yeah.
through here in the campground, and they stopped to say hi. Hey guys!
Yay.
That's always fun.
And we've talked about that. You know, for us, being on YouTube, one of the best things about it is that no matter where we go, we have friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. Somebody is going to know us,
Yeah.
and they may not be people. Maybe they're shy. Maybe they're quiet, reserved. Maybe they wouldn't normally go strike up a conversation,
Yeah.
but they will come talk to us.
Because they know you. They know you
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So many
Exactly.
times we have people talking and like saying things that we've done and where we've been. We're like, oh yeah, we did do that. They know more than we know at this point. It's
You know,
amazing.
that brings up a good point. Last night, I probably should have brought this so I could say their name. And I have a name in mind, but I don't want to say it because it might be wrong.
Might be wrong.
It had to be this much text on screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was
wow.
a heartfelt pouring out of,
Just
we
got
have
it
no
last
idea
night.
how important we were to them in making a decision. And they even said the episode, and I want to say it was episode 217. Not sure if that's right. But the particular episode they were referring to was when we went this one time for 1 month. We stayed in a really, really fancy community that had all sorts of RV barns. A complete home
Huh.
with a complete barn,
okay.
all built in.
That's unique.
Yeah, so that when you're in your house, many of these homes have it built right in that you can walk into what would be the garage, but it's very clean. And it's almost as if your RV becomes part of your living space to your regular home. And because we loved that community so much, and because we had highlighted it, they literally got in a car, drove about an hour south, fell in love with the community, couldn't get it out of their mind. In October, they ended up buying a place.
Wow.
They sent us pictures, and it's to die
And
for.
it was really nice because
Yeah.
I think the subject was you changed our lives.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that was
Wow.
pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we just don't know.
Yeah.
But I got to say, that was the fun thing talking with these guys forever last night because we are both YouTube channels. It's like we're talking YouTube stuff and they get it.
Yeah.
They get it. It's, people are like, oh, it's so much work. It's like, I wouldn't change it though. It's
right.
a way of meeting people that I didn't realize would happen. When we started out that first year, Mark and I were, we have a big group of friends back in Milwaukee, and we swing dance, we bike ride, we do holidays, picnics, New Year's Eve, everything. And all of a sudden it's just the two of us, which
Yeah.
was good. But, you know, other full-timers that said, God, it's kind of lonely out here. But once we started this YouTube channel, like you said, Stacy, people come up and they kind of know you like your best friends.
Yeah.
And we're, like you said, wherever we go, we have friends.
Yeah, and
Right
it's,
here.
I love it, you know, it's awesome.
You know what was funny is when we met you guys for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Which
let's
was
talk about
several
that.
years ago.
Several
now,
years
yeah.
back.
In-
20,
in Minot.
2019.
Minot, North
2019.
Dakota.
Yeah,
Minot, North
all the way
Dakota.
up
Okay.
in Minot, North Dakota.
Yeah.
I'm sure the only reason we met them, because they certainly didn't know about us on YouTube. I think we had 400 subscribers.
Pretty much. We're just
But
starting. Yeah.
I was so out of it as a YouTuber. Duh. I thought it was a good idea to have a poster made about this big, and it said, "Our journey in Myles. Follow us on
YouTube
YouTube."
channel.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, man, I'm going to put this poster on. I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers right away because I'm at the FMCA Rally. So I put this on my rig,
I
and it
remember
just
that.
so
Yeah.
happened that on your way, and you were traveling with your mother,
Yeah.
on your way to your breeze, every day you couldn't stop.
That's
You
true.
couldn't help but see
See it, yeah.
And
worked.
finally, she probably
We
typed
had
it
one-
in,
one
and
couple.
she goes, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah." Well, then we got to meet you guys, and I knew you guys. You didn't know us, and that was kind of the beginning when I started to follow you because I watched your style. I watched where you went. I'm thinking, you know, I got to start bringing my mom along because that's a good. I got to get a dog. I got to get a cat. These are all things I'm picking up on, you know.
No, y'all have a great style. Here's something for our audience. Y'all need to subscribe to them if you don't.
Yes.
But
We'll put a link in the
Yes.
description and in the comments.
but what's
Thanks.
what's cool about their style is we've never seen other YouTubers do this ever. Is they go back and forth and doing videos. Every other video
Yeah.
you edit. Every
Yeah.
other video you edit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, I do the good ones.
Actually, he does. He does the maintenance, repair, and stuff
No.
like that. People love that. Those are, and I'll do. Here we are. Check out what we're doing.
But
A
I
little
think that's-
background.
You get the fun stuff.
I do.
you get a
I
little
do.
of
I'm
both
okay with
worlds
that.
and both your personalities
That's
come out of
true.
that. And
Yeah.
so that's extremely creative.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you guys got a good setup too. You share the responsibility, and the big thing is you keep your website current. And
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Whereas
Right.
ours is
Social
like,
media
not,
presence.
you
we're
know,
not doing too many updates. Yeah.
Well, you know, the struggle for us with the website, though, and you were talking about the name earlier, we are RV Texas, y'all, right? So you can take us out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of us,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So the name still works, and everywhere we go, you know, folks know us for that. But, you know, as far as the website, it's kind of interesting because I think it confuses the heck out of YouTube when we
Yeah.
put like Grand Tetons National Park on
Yeah.
RVTexasyall.com.
Oh.
So, you know, that has
Yeah.
kind of been, you know, we've kind of taken where we're not posting those videos necessarily on our website. We'll put the Wingin Its, we'll put the stuff we do in Texas, we'll put any maintenance stuff or whatever on the website. But that's kind of something we're messing around with right now is what to do with all of that.
We have
additional
something coming
content.
up.
It's coming.
it's coming real soon.
Teaser. Teaser.
Yeah, and we'll be announcing that real
yeah,
soon.
we got something coming too.
Good.
We don't know what it is.
But it's
I love that.
Jeez.
So what has been, and this is going to be a curveball I'm throwing, they don't know I'm asking this
boy.
question. Y'all have been full-time now for, gosh, 6 years.
yeah.
We're on our 5th year. So what has been the biggest surprise, I think, that you didn't expect before you were full-time? Has there been anything that jumped up at you and went, wow, this is not what I expected?
I think I got my answer. What do you want?
Go ahead.
Well, okay, so I think the biggest
I'll be
thing for me
interested to hear.
is I had a backup. My backup plan was to start, you know, hitting into our 401k for expenses. And our backup plan all the time was also her eventually getting on Social Security. And it's just been fortunate that we've had enough people that have been using our Amazon link, thank you, and have been watching the channel, thank you. And some of the affiliate things, and we don't, you know, talk about many things on the channel that we want folks to buy, where, you know, we would have an affiliate link, but that income has really helped. This thing for me, unfortunately, is one of the things that I've been harping on a lot, and we are going to have a big thing coming in probably June of this year, where I'm going to have our most accurate accounting of all our costs. And I am surprised at how much this cost. Now you got to remember, this Newmar product line that we're both driving is pretty much, in terms of a production coach, is the top of the line. It doesn't get any better yet. There's tons of issues. You've got to be on top of it. You guys are really impressive that you went to the school to learn how to at least diagnose your own stuff so you don't get ripped off. You know, you, like us, have discovered National Indoor RV, where you can go there with confidence. You go there with your knowledge and you say, hey, I think it's this, that, or the other thing. I am just dumbfounded on how much money it costs to keep these babies rolling. And we're right on the edge of affordability. And I'm telling you, if you're not married to the right partner that can not get always beat down. Like right now, you know, we no sooner put like 25, 30,000 in this thing, everything's hunky-dory, and all of a sudden, the washer doesn't work.
On the
Big deal, right? You just go get another washer. It's a big deal.
It's not the case in an RV.
In an RV, right.
So I gave you enough time to think about thinking about
What
it.
was the question? You took a while. No. So the question being,
Biggest surprise that you didn't, or something you didn't expect before you went full time.
You know, I guess Mark did a lot of research before we did this. So some of it wasn't a surprise. I think, you know, I was going to say, I think I was surprised how much I want to go home. But the main thing is, my daughter's there, and I have a grandson who's 3. I have a granddaughter coming this summer. And once my grandson was born, every 3 months, I got to fly home. I didn't think I'd want to do that often, but my heart is so pulled that way. So I think that part, that's an easy fix.
Right.
You know, if we weren't both on board, this could be pretty miserable for one or the other.
Right.
But the fact that I'm gone for a couple weeks, every 3, maybe 4 months, he loves it. He has bachelor time. He's up till 4 in the morning in his underwear and, you know, watching YouTube.
Did 15 minutes go by?
Yeah,
Like
that was too quick.
Like
my
that.
gosh,
That was too quick.
We gotta
We're gonna go on a little bit longer because this is a special, and it's number 100.
100.
This is the bonus run.
Now,
Right.
before you say something, I want to just mention something real quick. And you were talking about expenses, and yes, this is probably the most expensive way to do it,
to RV.
RV, but you can also do it with less money. You don't have to have a Class A. You can have a travel trailer, and you can stay longer in places. And you know, you get better rates. So
I'm so glad you brought that up, because
You can do it cheaper.
this is the choice. This type of equipment is the choice that put me in this position. And you're going to see exactly the same thing, go exactly the same places. And as you adjust your equipment to your pocketbook, you'll be better off. That's probably my problem. I don't have this quite adjusted my pocketbook. Fortunately, it's a 14, so it's old enough that it's adjusting itself.
Well, and the trade-off, I mean, I think we'd all agree that it's extremely worth it. I mean, the freedom we have, the people we meet, the things we get to see.
It's the price of admission for this lifestyle, and we're willing to pay, and we're able to pay it too.
Right.
So like Mark said, find your level of comfort.
Right.
We often get asked, so where are you, or are you, actually after 1 year, one of our friends said, so did you get it out of your system? We just got bit by a bug and we can't get rid of this. It gets in your blood. Even though when we go back home, after a while, you know, we're in the summertime, I'm like kind of ready to move on to the next adventure. And it really does get in your blood.
It's true, you know, and one of the challenges. Well, we just did a podcast episode on the challenges of full-time RVing, because you do see so much oh, this is a fantastic location, and look at this beauty, and look at these cool places I'm finding. And you know, I was telling somebody the other day, every time I talk to somebody and they give me an idea of somewhere that's a must-see, I pin it on my Google map, and now you can barely see the map for all the pins.
Yeah, it's
You
great.
better
That's
get
a good
moving.
problem. I know.
We don't have a bucket list
Right.
anymore, it's a barrel list.
But there are definitely, exactly. But there are definitely some challenges to the lifestyle,
Yeah.
and I think it's important that people, if you know what some of the challenges are ahead of time, you can plan for that,
Yeah.
and you
And
can
always
know.
plan for
Yeah.
it.
You know,
Well,
don't go into it blindly, because you will be surprised, I think, by a lot.
That was one of our discussions last night too. So they're talking about this happened, that happened, and things are going wrong.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, well, we just
Yeah,
had
look at it. Well,
Yeah,
this
we
happened
had,
to us.
Yeah, we had $20,000 bill on maintain and repair, and we're going on, and I just had to laugh, and I'm looking at them like, but we're still doing this and loving it.
Yeah.
Screw that. It's
Well-
worth it as long as you plan for it.
Right.
And you're
You
loving
plan
it,
for it.
and I think that's the
Well,
key.
that's it.
You
Right.
have to have a great
You both have to be
relationship
on board.
Oh,
with your
right.
travel partner.
Right.
And you know, we'll get a lot of subscribers that will write to me and they'll say, "Oh, I want to go full timing, blah blah, but I can't convince my wife or I can't convince my husband." You know what? Please don't
Try to convince.
don't try to
Right.
convince them, because you are going to be so upside down financially when you buy this and then you sell this and you've flushed a big portion of your finances, you know, down the toilet.
Well, and what we tell people too is, you know, if you already are kind of disagreeing on your choices,
Right.
living in a small
Yeah.
space is not going to help that.
No.
Right.
You
right.
know?
No, it's
So,
small.
so you know, it would be better to maybe dip your toe in the water, do some short trips, maybe then do a little bit of
Part-time.
an extended trip,
Yeah.
and see how it goes before you decide. Yeah.
Well, and
this
I
is for
also
me.
think if you need to try to be out of debt to do this.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you don't want to go into this lifestyle, especially in your golden years, in debt. I mean, don't go out and get a $1,500 or $2,000
Yeah.
payment,
Yeah.
monthly
Right.
payment on one of these.
Yeah,
and
but it's
hit
only
the
for
road.
100 years, right?
You know, you need to try to do it debt free. If you can
Yeah.
do it debt free, then it's a lot more.
And you know, that was
Takes
probably
the
the
stress
best
off.
piece
Yeah.
of advice.
Yeah.
We met before we were full time. We were thinking about it, and we met some park hosts, which that's always an option too for people.
yes.
You know, as
Yeah.
they're traveling, you can park
There's
somewhere
ways to
and,
supplement your
and park
income
host
if you can.
and see the area while you're also either getting a free side or making a little income.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways to do it. But we met a park host at a state park before we were full time, and that's the advice he gave us: is if you can be debt free when you make that step, it will
Yeah.
make your life a lot less
Then,
stressful.
That's
yeah,
golden.
because you will have debt.
Yeah.
You'll have things come up that
Right.
you've got to cover.
Yeah.
So being debt free takes a lot of the stress away.
I'll never forget, I had one, I don't think it was a subscriber, I think it was, you know, somebody that drops in, watches 1.5 minutes of your video, bashes you, and
Yeah.
then leaves.
Yeah.
You know, a run and gun type of a comment.
Right.
And the person, this was one of the videos where we said we spent $6,403 per month,
Averaged out.
average year round. And the first comment was, well, if you wouldn't bought such a fancy rig and had such a big payment and you know, leveraged yourself, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, this person didn't even watch the video.
Yeah.
Because we've got no rig payment.
Right.
We've got no storage unit payment. We've got no car payment, and we were still spending that much. So
Right.
in
Right.
June, when we come up with the next one, I'm apologizing ahead of time how much we're spending. I don't know where the money's going.
Well-
It's not going to you, are you? Are you saving up for a
Yeah, my
divorce?
fancy Newmar jacket.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It's on the sale rack, $25.
It's a men's
Hey,
small. I bought
I
it.
want that.
But the video too that you're talking about, I think you're going to get it together. So we bought our rig in 17, and it's a 14. So we had to kind of start over with what was maintained because there were no
Yeah.
records. So we kind of started fresh. We dumped a lot of money into it. He's going to do a comparison on if we bought brand new in 2017, would it have been a wash? or would it have
that's
been
gonna be
Oh, that's-
interesting.
Yeah.
You ought to tune into that because
Yeah.
that will be very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
And I will be talking to you guys to see what kind of percentage you were getting. You guys bought this at a tough time,
We
didn't
did.
you? You bought it like
Well,
Well, actually,
really,
we
we
didn't.
got lucky. We were
got
right
before the tough time.
Oh,
tough
okay.
time.
We actually, our timing couldn't have been better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because, yes, these were tough to find,
That was what
but
was
the
tough about it
prices
for us.
hadn't taken
Oh,
off yet.
okay.
Right,
So
right.
we got it literally a few months before the prices skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So we bought it the perfect time, but the used prices were going up already.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got maximum for ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you're unusual because when we bought ours, it started depreciating. You're probably appreciating because when you bought it
Yeah.
and where everything went.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
think.
we're getting somebody's leaving
Yeah,
right behind
boy,
the
we're
camera.
winging it. I mean, right behind the camera's a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
And when we say behind the camera, we're talking 5 feet behind
Yeah.
the
No, not even. No, 5 inches.
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
the camera.
camera. But
They
yeah,
did it.
we got lucky. And like we say, I mean, honestly, if we hadn't have bought right then, we would not have this.
Right.
Yeah.
We
No,
couldn't
I hear
afford
ya.
to buy this now because I
hear
mean
ya.
these really went up a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
he was
A lot.
just showing me yesterday what our model Dutch Star
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
going for 700,000.
That's that
That's
manufactured.
the retail price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just ridiculous.
It's crazy. I mean, I think they're, my gut is they'll have to come back down.
They have
I think that was a demand issue
Yeah.
because COVID and,
And
everything
it
else.
was
and
parts, they couldn't
Oh, yeah.
couldn't
produce
get,
as many.
and I think that's got to come down.
Yeah.
People should not be paying that much. I think
Yes.
they've gotten out of,
They're
priced
out,
themselves
yeah.
out, and I think hopefully they'll come down.
Yeah.
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 So where are you guys going next? What's coming up for the next couple, 2-3 months for you guys?
Well, a lot of it is we're winging it, which is very unusual for us
Yeah.
on our
Appropriate.
travels. But yeah, last year, we've talked about this on our channel. We kind of wore ourselves out a little bit last year.
Oh, yeah.
We
We did
moved
too.
on average of once a week for 8 months, and we saw a ton of amazing stuff. But this year we're trying to slow it down a little bit and do things a little differently because we can.
Yeah.
So right now we're on our way up to Newmar and Master Tech.
To get some warranty work that didn't get completed last year, and none of it's major.
No, and
Right,
just
but-
little parts issues, that it was hard to get last year that is available now.
Right,
and
which
so-
shows that you always travel by Newmar, or
Don't
you
go too far.
always travel by Gaffney Freightliner,
Yeah.
or you swing by National Indoor
That's
RV,
right.
which
Which
is
is
good that they have
nice.
6 of them now because pretty soon you're like, everything's perfect,
Yeah.
You're absolutely
So-
correct.
So we're doing that. We're going to go up to Petoskey, Michigan.
Yeah, to the
to,
Harside Grove.
Wow.
And we still do, and we'll put it down in the description, a buy one, get one.
Yeah, they're still offering, Hartside is still offering a buy one, get one if you've got a Class A motorhome and you're thinking about going to their location
this year-
in Petoskey, Michigan, or also their Ohio location.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the description so you can get the
Is that
discount.
only a day or
No,
a
you
week
can
a week?
you can get up to 5 days free with 5 days purchase.
For every day that you buy, you get a day
So
free.
look at the
5
price
days.
and divide by 10.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean that comes out pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're going to go to an AIM rally, all-inclusive motorhome club
Nice.
Right?
in Tennessee.
We just wrapped up at one, so we're going to have a video on that.
Total,
Yeah.
total fun.
Love
And,
Really
AIM.
fun.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
do it.
You know.
And we're going to go to Freightliner.
Just like
in
you said.
Gaffney. We've never been.
Which one?
Gaffney.
Oh, you ever
South
been there?
Carolina. We've
Never
never
been.
It's the Mecca,
Yeah.
and it's like going to heaven.
It really is.
Gaffney
Good
Freightliner is just like going to the mothership Newmar.
Newmar,
Awesome.
yeah.
They'll take care of you.
So we're excited
awesome.
to
We're looking
experience
forward to
that.
it.
So what about you guys? Where are you headed?
To Milwaukee. Like I said, I got a granddaughter coming, so I want to be there for my daughter and her family
Yeah.
for a good long time. But we do have some things that I don't know if you want to talk about. We do
Well,
have some things planned
we're
for next
literally going to be sitting in one spot in the neighborhood of 4 months,
Almost
4
5.
plus
Yeah.
months, so that all of these things in the family Sue can take care of. And
Yeah.
I think, as a guy, you know, if you want to keep RVing, you have to keep
Happy
what's
wife,
important to
happy
your
wife,
wife.
yeah.
And so I told
Excellent
myself,
advice, I would say.
I told myself, and I got a mirror out, and I went, Mark, you know, if you want to keep RVing, you better, you know, thinking about things here. And I could see that this was infinitely important to her. So,
Okay, well, usually unedited, but in this case, the camera died on us. So we're going
Yep.
to kind of pick
This
up.
extended 100th episode of Wingin' It bonus round.
There
Yeah,
you
so continue on with our conversation.
all right, so what are we doing for the next X number of months? And, you know, like a normal RVer in the beautiful summer coming up, they would be going to Mount Rushmore and traveling all over the northern area of the beautiful country and going up to Maine and everything. We never, ever have been able to do that because every year we have to go back to our hometown and see the family.
We have been to, what is it, Mount Rushmore and Glacial, and
Right.
but this summer is special. We're spending the whole summer, not just half of it, because of my granddaughter arriving. So
Right.
Yeah, that's special.
Right.
I have priorities here, you know.
She already has a brand new grandson, and the granddaughter is being cooked as we speak. Okay. So we're gonna do a lot of talking head videos where I'll do some repair videos, or you know, the cost video that we're talking about. So you know, I will stay productive doing that. We'll probably do a lot of bike riding and dancing and things like that. But eventually, we're gonna pack up. We're going to go on a fantasy tours.
Caravan.
It's not a caravan,
Oh, yeah,
it's a
that's
rally.
right, it's a
We're going to
rally.
sit in
Oh,
one
wow.
spot and
The
we're going
Smoky
to
Mountain.
we're going to see Branson,
that's
you know.
a different
that's
type
kinda
of,
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love Branson.
And then we
Going
talked
down.
about that we are going to be going probably to Gaffney. I have an appointment there. I had Newmar, I had National Indoor actually do all the service I was going to have done at Gaffney, but I don't want to give that appointment up. You have to book 6 months in
Yeah, you
advance
do.
Yeah.
during the busy times when the migration from the north to the
The
south
migration,
comes.
but that's what it is.
Yeah.
That is.
We're going to go down eventually to our place in Florida that we've grown to love, the Cypress Trails RV Resort. We booked it for 2 months. It's putting us in the poorhouse big time.
Just to clarify, it's not our place. We're renters.
We're renting.
Yeah,
And so we're going to visit with Pat and Paul down there, the people that are on our channel a lot.
that's neat.
We're going to, on the way, we're going to get some windows repaired on our rig that are fogging up. But we're going to be at the Tampa RV show.
Yes.
Don't know if we talked about this in the segment that we may or may not lost, but we're looking forward to connecting up with you guys. And if
Yeah.
somehow between now and then
We're
we
trying
can
to
figure
convince
out.
them they need
Yeah.
to show up.
Yeah.
We'll see.
fun.
Maybe. You
Yeah.
never know. We've never
fun.
done Tampa.
No,
So.
and we'd love
And
to
if
do it
we
with
did,
you guys.
maybe we could do like a joint meetup kind
We
of
do a
thing.
meetup.
You know?
Right.
That would be
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
right,
for
so
sure.
let us
So-
know what you think.
Yeah, let us know
if
if
we
you
did
would-
that, would you come?
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
We'll just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. We'll announce it on their
Yeah.
on their email system, which is awesome, and they've got lots of people. And
We have no.
yeah, no, we got my mom and my dad, and
That's
you know,
true.
but they never show up on anything. You know? So
We do have Instagram, so
Yeah, and that's
keep
what I
up.
was going to ask you. Where all
Yeah.
can folks find y'all?
Yeah, so we do have the YouTube channel. We do have our website, ourjourneyinmiles.com, but we do have Instagram too. Usually our videos are a month after wherever we've been. So, but Instagram I usually post, this is where we are. So if you want to see where we're at, or at the Tampa show and stuff,
Yeah.
if we do a meetup, that's probably how we would put it up.
yeah, and Instagram is good for a person to see, like, I think I'm ready to unsubscribe them, and then all of a sudden we're at a really good place, and they're, oh, well, we'll keep them for a while, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate y'all taking the time
Yeah.
this morning, getting up early.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting him up early. Oh my God.
You have no idea that it really was.
We are actually traveling this morning. This was a one-nighter here at the Memphis KOA, which is actually in Arkansas. It's not in Tennessee,
No.
but right outside of Memphis. And we've actually stayed here several times before. That's our third stop here
Wow.
in our third different rig.
And it's the
Yeah.
charm.
So it
Like I
is,
told
you know?
Stacy, I guess we can't come back unless we get a new rig.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
No, it isn't.
So we are actually traveling this morning going north, which is kind of crazy. We're trying to squeeze between rain down south and freeze warnings up north on our way to Newmar.
Yep.
So we're kind of threading the needle with the travels right now. But thank you for getting up,
Yeah.
sitting down
It's our
with
pleasure.
us,
No,
spending
it's
this
fun.
time
I've
for
had
this
so much fun.
expanded 100th episode of Wingin' It.
Yeah.
100.
For those of you that didn't fall asleep or didn't have a whole pot of coffee, we appreciate you for sticking around.
Yes, absolutely. We always appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this video all the way through.
Yeah.
It really does help us. Make sure you check out their channel and hit the subscribe button on them so you can see their travels, because they're going to different places right now than we're going.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And until next time, y'all, keep on winging it. Safe travels.
And happy camping.
Bye.
Bye.